All right, turn that shit on.
We live, baby.
All right.
Dylan, give us the intro.
Why is this my fucking job every time?
Dude, you wanted to take over on the intro part from the very beginning. So.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Insiders Podcast, brought to you by the Media Pub and Ironic CBD. Today, we're joined by the Palmer boys. What's up, boys?
Let's go.
How's it going?
Thanks for coming on.
Kayden and Kyson.
Yes, sir.
Don't fuck it up.
Yup.
So, boys, what is the deal? Where are you from? What brought you here today?
We're from Washington, Utah. It's kind of like 2 hours north of Vegas. So it's right in the corner of the bottom side of Utah. And we just come down quite a bit just to hang out and ride and pit bike. And we were racing the pit bikes, but this weekend we just came down for fun.
Sure. So what is your guys' background? Because, you know, we'll get into all the pit bike shit later on, but you guys definitely got known, at least from where I'm coming from the pit bike shit. But then, like, I see today you guys ripping at Paula and you guys fucking throw. So, like, did you grow up racing or what was it?
Yeah, like I want to say like 2015 we tried for Loretta's on little bikes. He made it. I missed it by 2, so I did an alternate, and then I didn't end up getting it, so I raced the C class the next year, and then so I raced 3 years at Loretta's or 4, and he raced 4 or 5.
True. And then do you guys just kind of get over all that shit quick, or?
Yeah, we kind of did everything we wanted to, like, accomplished, and it was either take it to like a whole nother level and just put a lot more time into it, or just kind of do it for fun.
Make it fun.
So now you guys are just strictly for fun.
Oh, yeah.
On that end. Mm-hmm. And then fucking pit bike warrior.
Yeah.
So no racing at all anymore?
We might try some, like, local stuff, but that's right now, just for fun, yeah.
Yeah. So what, I think I figured you guys out from Octane. Yeah. How'd you guys meet Octane?
So in Georgia, we would go back to Georgia to get used to, like, the humidity and stuff.
Yeah.
And we met him there, and then I don't know, he always said he wanted to come over to, like, Cali and stuff, so, like, we're like, dude, come out to Utah and we can do, like, a trip down there and can figure it out, you know.
Octane's the fucking man.
Octane's cool.
Octane's sick.
He's got us where we are today.
No shit, so you give him most of the credit.
Like,
obviously you do the riding.
We just worked a lot together. Like, we did a lot of videos and just.
Well, I mean, nowadays, like, you can be as sick as you want, and you can always, like, have somebody there filming on the iPhone.
Yeah.
But you have somebody like Octane covering that shit who can, like, throw
some sick ass edits.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to get noticed.
Yeah.
So what shit, we'll take it right into the fucking
we gotta go straight to the pit bikes.
I don't think there's anybody watching this that doesn't want to hear about the pit bike shit. So we started out first couple rounds at the Havoc pit bike series.
Wait, can I backtrack real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Wasn't it you guys that had the big ass one at your house in Utah?
We've had 2 this year.
Yeah, so that is where I first heard of any of the pit bike races, to be honest. How did that even start?
The garage combos, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Just bullshitting in the garage.
Like, all our friends, like, we were just sitting in the garage and we're like, dude, we should do, like, a race at the house.
Yeah, because that was huge.
And that was, like, I want to say, like, October of 2019.
Oh, last year.
Yeah, and then so we're like, yeah, let's plan, like, a date, which ended up being January 11th, and then we just stuck with it, and then did that race, and then waited through, like, summer because it's way too hot, and prep the track and stuff, and then we decided to throw another one, and it was huge.
Yeah, that one was huge. I'm like nothing was going on. It was COVID season, like the prime of it. Everyone's bored as shit, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, we're going up to Utah for this pit bike race, and it was like Twitch, Vicky Golden, Berryman, like all the dudes, and I'm like, fuck's going on? Like, what pit bike race?
Right.
And then I feel like that's where it kind of started. After your guys' house, they started having a fucking series at, like, Elsinore and stuff, the Havoc races. And I feel like you guys kind of started that.
Yeah, kickstarted it.
Yeah, kickstarted it. Anyway.
Well, Leverton's had their pit bike race at their house this year.
Yeah.
And I totally thought that they started the whole thing, but you guys actually had one last year?
We had one in January.
Okay. No shit. Okay.
And that was kind of the starter. That was like a kickstart to kind of all this pit biking. We literally started off kind of like he said, it was just an idea in the garage. We were all kind of stuck to it. We got a flyer made and just kind of put it together. And I think how many entries we had? Like the first race, there was like 600 people.
Holy 600 people came and watched.
And like that was
just in the backyard. But I think there's like we had what 70 people on pitters.
Dude, I was expecting you to say like 50 or 60 people.
Yeah, people.
But even 600 people to show up at your house for fucking wild. Like that's insane.
I mean, pit bikes. So you gotta admit, like it's classic. Like everyone wants to watch it. Like you said, nothing else to do on a Saturday. You might as well cruise down. Like everyone kind of got word of mouth that it was going on. So I think a lot of people rolled in, and so then after that was like a huge. That one went well, and we're like, we didn't want to do it just off in like something once a month. We kind of wanted to make it unique, where people want to come to our race. So then, kind of that one went smoothly. Kind of sat on it, went back to kind of just jumps and whatnot, and then that's when we got that second race all planned, and we had kind of high expectations. We wanted to make it kind of next level, and that one was cool. We were able to get kind of a lot of influencers ideally out there, and then that one just kind of was sick.
That one
you haven't been there. It was cool.
I'm bummed I missed that.
Yeah, we were literally pissed that we didn't go.
Literally every fucking YouTuber, TikToker, like all those motherfuckers are out there, and I was like, damn, this is a big deal.
Right.
Gathered them all up and told them to come.
That was sick.
And then it was funny because like we did the pit bike race that day, and like it was just crazy. We had people parking miles down the road. Like there was, and then right when like we started, cops rolled up. So we're like, is this, if they cancel this with that many people there already,
that would
we were
be
like
bad.
But they were cool. We gave them our shirts, and they repped it, and then they were just like people riding up on the streets. So
they were more pissed about people like on the main road and stuff. So
for sure.
They probably wanted to watch though too.
They stayed there for a little bit and just kind of kept an eye out, and then ended up leaving.
That's sick. I definitely remember watching that shit and being, what do they call it? FOMO? Is that
missing out?
Yeah, dude. Fuck. FOMO like a motherfucker, dude. Like, I remember I got booked for a stupid film gig, and literally like was debating on saying fuck the $600 a day or lose a bunch of money and drive to Utah to fucking race pit bikes.
Option 2 sounds cooler.
Yeah, sounded way cooler, but I went with the money. And stupid idea, but so you guys have your own pit bike races, they pop off, and then Havoc starts a pit bike series.
Yeah, we actually went to Baja Brawl and did the pit bike race there. And we did Levertons, and
you guys did do Levertons.
Yeah.
That was a shit show. Like super good time, but holy fuck, there was like
way too many people.
Yeah. Too many people, really no organization.
Smaller track too.
Yeah, and the track was way too small.
Well, didn't like 3 people get hurt before the first race even started? Like on the jumps on the side or something like that?
That was the halftime show, and that was it was just, that was kind of after all the racing, but then they had this sick jump line, and literally like I didn't tee it up, no one teed it up. 3 people, the first ones that teed up, just
all 3 just eat shit.
just walked.
And then I went over there. I was like, dude, these do not look too bad. And they were just carrying so much speed into these walls. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. So I hit them, and then a bunch of other people started hitting them, and they were making them clear. So but they were pretty gnarly.
At the end of the day, it turned out fun. Everyone was cranking it off of it. It was just a good time. But that race was super sick. It's cool to see more races, like kind of after we got going. Then Levertons. Then we made the trek over to Michigan for the Baja Brawl, and then kind of back to our race. So it kind of was all cool to see. Pit bikes it was kind of crazy. They were taking off for sure.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Oh yeah. They're like that racing is like the closest thing to like arena cross, but better because no one gives a fuck. There's no race etiquette.
Nope.
And everyone just goes for it. And those bikes aren't made to go that fast. When I watch you guys ride those, I'm fucking blown away.
Dude, you guys are fucking retarded. With all due respect. Anybody watching, don't take that the wrong way. But
some
you guys,
good screws loose.
Dude,
but
you guys are nuts on those things. Like, we'll literally just sit in my living room and watch, and like, I just don't understand how the fuck you can ride a pit bike that hard. Like, both you guys just scrub off everything, and your like aggression to get to the ground and get going is so fucking gnarly. Like it's insane to watch.
Well, that's like our background. I do that. I mean, growing up, like we live in a cool little town that you can ride dirt bikes like right out of our yard. So I mean, pit bikes, we grew up riding pit bikes.
That's how we would
all
like
of our friends.
transport, was just ride pit bikes to friends' house.
True.
Because we live kind of off the beaten path, so like friends were like always like 2-3 miles away, but like pitter distance.
Right.
Yeah.
We
You don't
want
want to ride a bicycle. You
5
want
or
a
10
motor.
minute ride.
Yeah,
right?
bicycles were not the move.
No.
But so like, we've done pit bikes from day one. I mean, if we weren't racing big bikes, like for training, we basically would ride pit bikes for Loretta's
Right.
and everything.
Well,
We
before
do
Loretta's,
that.
we were kind of getting nervous because we did not get on the big bikes until we headed back to Georgia. I was like, after the regional, I was like, we should probably get on big bikes. And then we just rode pitters, and then first time back on the bike was at Georgia the month before.
No shit.
Just training for Loretta's on a pit bike.
Yeah, like fuck, I can't ride this pit bike in the motos at Loretta's, so I should probably get back on the big bike.
Yeah.
But so how'd you guys just like? When did you guys start hitting big jumps and shit on the pit bikes? Because like some of the jumps
our
you guys
friend
hit.
group, we just push each other. Like
True.
we always just build something, and if we build it too big, like we don't just tear it down. If
Someone's
you build
gotta hit it.
If you build it, you gotta hit it.
Yeah, someone's got it.
Whoever's got the biggest nutsack in the group.
Yeah.
So someone always tees it up, but
No shit. Well,
it gets bigger and bigger.
so we had a couple good rounds. When did all the shit happen? Was it the second round?
So
I
the
guess
first one was kind of a shit show too. Like the first one,
I got
going
knocked
good.
out at the first one.
No,
Yeah, you don't remember shit.
No, like knocked the fuck out.
we
think
went
I
to
remember that. That was
first,
crazy.
second, and fourth. So the first one like was good, and then they did like the team race.
Yep.
And
Chaos.
Kayden, and you know how like the last lap that you get the white flag and then you have to finish the lap.
Yep.
So Kayden rolled everything because there was a yellow flag, and then so they got passed by this other guy that didn't really care about the flag, and so that guy flipped off the teammate, which is Riley over there, and so Kayden thought he lost. And then those guys switched one last time for that last little quarter of the lap.
Yeah.
And so Kayden ended up winning.
I took that sucker home.
And then Riley ended up getting a little fired up, so he flipped him back off.
Yeah.
And that guy's like, "You want to fight?" And there's videos and like, I think it's Danger Boys
Yeah,
vlog.
Deegan.
Yeah. I
where
think I've
he
watched
just
this.
gets
Wait, I think I
pile
remember
drive.
that. Was
Yeah.
that the dude with the blue hair? Or no?
No, that was later on in the.
Oh, because I saw that too. And I
But the
was
one
like,
on the track. Riley
Oh
just
yeah,
gets
you run. He
pile drive.
tackles
Yeah.
him out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I did
Pile
see
drive.
that. Yeah.
So then we all swarm over there, wondering like what was actually going on.
Yeah.
It was. Those guys are.
Elson
wild.
was crazy. Like,
Dude, it's a party.
yeah, it's insane.
yeah, that first round I didn't think they were gonna have anymore because so
I
many
didn't
people
either.
got kicked out.
Oh,
like it was bad fights. It was-
Yeah, I rode over there at one point, and there was a dude standing on top of Buttery's van, windmilling his dick around.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
naked dude.
yeah.
I think that was who was that? Fuck, I can't remember.
I don't even know if he
I
knows who
can't
he is. 'Cause
Not
he was
not at that moment.
He was not on the same planet
It was-
as us at that time.
That was
I don't
something.
think he remembers.
I think it was that Gagey kid. No,
Yeah, I think it was.
I think
actually.
it was. That makes sense.
That makes sense that it was.
Yeah.
So, what? It was a fourth round then.
No, it was what'd we do?
Third.
The third round.
No, second.
No, second.
And then we
didn't do
skipped the third.
because we went.
Okay.
It was Halloween. I went to Dumont. He stayed home because he does real estate and had someone to meet. So I ended up going to Dumont, and then we seen that there was a big purse for the fourth one.
Yeah.
So we of course went to that one.
Yeah.
So, take us through your weekend
The
on
second one.
on the fourth event.
The Grand Slam.
Because was there anything
No,
good?
the second one.
Was there anything good that happened in the second one, or that was the one?
Oh, that was the one.
Okay, so
Oh, was the second?
That was
one?
the one where things got buck wild.
starting out the weekend and the second event, how did that weekend start?
It was from the get-go. I would say, like, I'm out there. I raced Leib in my race.
Yep.
And,
And you could just see his bike pulling on ours so bad.
It's definitely legal, probably.
like, I have no
Definitely
idea. Like, I wasn't, but I don't know. Like, with
But that was all our bikes had. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
like that's us pushing them to the max.
Everything.
And
Yeah.
like with him not even trying in boots and shit, like weighing a little more, just casually pulling us.
So you were noticing it right from the beginning.
Oh
Yeah, like it was
it was-
my heat. I raced the heat and I come out swinging like everything my bike had. Like I'm holding Leib back, everything I could do to hold him back. And like the thing is like this is what started the beef. This is what the day I think got rolling is because so the heat race I'm leading. Last lap he passes me and I was like I had nothing for him. Passes me. There was a lapper and he was on the inside and the lapper went over, so
they kind of lock bars.
I ended up winning, and that stopped right off the gate. We knew like there was beef. Like he comes over to us and like
He
his
yelled
dad's
the
yelling
guy,
at us.
the lapper that like
his dad
like,
loves to get
So
involved.
is that when he like the lapper was on the right and it was like up that table
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
took Leib off the side?
Last lap.
Yeah, so I seen a video of like I don't know who it was. His dad was all pissed, and then somebody like talked to the lapper, and he was like, "Dude, I don't know, like I
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
I didn't
he
know
has
where the
just
fuck
no
was
idea.
Wrong
right,
place, wrong time. That's how it was.
right." And Leib was pissed about the
Yeah.
lapper in the heat,
Well,
just
because
heat.
then
right?
Yeah,
And he-
in the heat.
Right, and he's pissed about it. So that started off the
day.
the little bit of tension.
But like we knew coming into that main, like it was game
It's
on.
on.
Like we're gonna have to do everything that it takes to get this win, and then
because we're good at starts.
Right.
Like, I think his problem is like the boots. You can't start in boots.
Right.
It's
So like, we always get off to good starts and like, just never lifting. And of course he's gonna come up with his bike, but like, I don't know.
and a lot of people think like we're on mod bikes, but they're totally legal. And I mean, a lot of people like, how do you go so fast? But I mean, we're putting work in those things. Like in
For
the
sure.
corners, I'm first down and like using the half clutch, like my foot's halfway up, dropping, like doing everything capable of that bike. So
Right, and
it's
that's
crazy.
and that's kind of what we talked about in the first one. Is like I was over there when everybody was like throwing the fit, like tear him down, and I'm just over there like talking shit, and not to anybody specific. I'm just like, yeah, tear him down, fucking McNeil, get pissed,
And I don't know why they didn't tear him down. Like
Well, that's what I was.
Oh
like,
yeah, because it was
they
them,
did-
huh? You guys
yeah.
didn't say no. They just said fuck
we
it.
gave it
Right.
to them. We just said put them back together because
I do remember
Well, that was
you.
the fourth round that they actually like
Yeah.
were ready
Yeah.
to do.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Well, I do remember you saying that you're like, yo, I don't care, tear it down, but
Yeah.
I don't want my shit getting put
Yeah,
back
we're trying
together
to ride the
some-
next day,
Right,
yeah.
right, and I
he,
get that.
Yeah.
He comes, the mechanic. I'm like, as long as it's a pro mechanic, then the guy's like, yeah, we can do it. We don't have
The gasket.
gaskets. I'm like, well, then I kind of want to put. Didn't want him just. The bike was brand new.
Right.
Like
Get
and
it
I
back
just-
in pieces.
when you take a bike apart, it's never the same. So I just wanted it put back together. That was my main concern. And then everyone was just like, tear him down. So I was like, I didn't care. I just wanted it put back together.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, we get told they're not tearing them down. So
Well, and that's what I was just gonna say is, I mean, either way, like from a viewer standpoint, you have no idea. You have
Exactly.
no idea if you're cheating or
Yep.
not. But like we talked about it last time, like chances are most of the people are cheating in that class. So it's like one of those deals that if you are cheating, you're basically even
Yeah, like
anyway.
the fourth guy was like, "Do you want to protest these guys?" And you could tell his bike was fast.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh no, I'm good with
Yeah,
that."
yeah,
fourth."
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
more like,
I'll take my
"Cow."
fourth.
Right.
Because then the one guy
could
that
sleep
was
on
like
that.
wanting to protest, he's like, "Yeah, I know Cowie's inside and out, and that is not stock."
Right. But either way, at the end of the day, how much can you really do to those things to make them that much faster? I mean, there's stuff that you can do.
Oh, yeah.
But like when you watch you guys ride, I'll put you on a fucking XR70, and I'm pretty confident you guys aren't going to be very far off the pace. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's one thing if like the dude's going out and he just like is kind of stale, and you're like, why the fuck is he so fast? Why is he pulling on everybody? You know what I mean? But like you guys are making up speed everywhere.
yeah.
So it's a little bit harder to be like, yeah, they're cheating. I can't scrub or fucking go into corners as hard as them, but they're definitely cheating. You
Yeah,
know, that's
you're-
why they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, your guys' body language is fucking left, right, just moving constantly. And then, you get the dude on the bike who's like barely moving, but still pulling you down the straight.
Yeah, like not
Right.
even wrapping them out.
Yeah.
Like, that's where all the power's in.
Yeah.
The Hondas, like you got to wrap them out to get
Right.
the power out
Yeah.
of them, and nobody wraps them out. It's like,
And especially like you, that roller section after the finish,
manual,
dude.
Yeah, that was so.
You are
I
the
talked
only
my
one.
wheel out of that though. I went way too far.
I mean, it makes sense because that is so stupid fast. Like, that does not look like it should be done on a pit bike.
No.
And that's what I mean. Like, dude, kind of hard to say that they're cheating when, like, he's the only dude doing that. And, like, you guys are quad and everything, no problem. Like, it's way harder to accuse you of cheating when you're clearly just fucking faster.
No, that's what we were there to do, and ran the bike for sure, everything it had. So I mean, at all times.
So we kind of drifted all over the place right there. Back to the second round. So we'll start with going into the main event.
Okay.
What were the vibes?
The vibes were solid. This is Leib's race. So this is round 2. I'm thinking of round 3. So yeah, round 2 is solid. Me and Kyson come out 1 and 2. And the thing is, like, everyone's like, oh, it's a dirty pass. But I mean, if you watch the GoPro the first lap, Kyson does the same shit to me. Like, literally comes that same line. So then he takes the lead. So
I didn't think that was dirty at all, by the way. I mean, I've rode that track. There's really no way to pass.
So I'm in second.
You gotta move him.
Trying to keep it going. And then it was like
he's always been like a little faster because he's a little lighter, but
and more.
So I was getting out. I was
It's a
out
weight
front,
thing,
and
huh?
he was knocking on the door. I was like, dude,
I could have passed him at any moment.
So-
I'm not gonna lie.
Then my hand flies off, go over the berm, and then also I'm right behind them, and these guys, Kayden crashes just. I don't know. He has a spot where he always slides.
Yeah, the same as round 3 or 4.
Right before the finish
so
line, right?
he nails the hay belt. he gets pushed off, so I'm right behind him. And so when he looked over at me, I was like, dude, this kid's going to start clicking gears.
Yep.
And so, like,
Off the track, like not illegal or anything.
He hit the brakes, and then seeing I was right behind him, gets on the gas and pulls on me more.
Right.
And I'd never, like, let off over that. I was like, right there, it shows you how fast this bike is.
Right.
So then I was like, I clicked 4th. I've never clicked 4th in those rollers. And
That was the time.
And I was like, dude, this is the only
Cheap
like,
seats, here he comes.
Yeah, this is the only moment I got is
And
this corner.
I couldn't even believe after seeing the video that you pulled that off, like 4th gear.
Oh yeah.
Tagged.
So when
and it was like a perfect pass.
Perfect.
Like if you see that in professional racing, you'd be like, God damn, that pass was perfectly executed.
for sure, like, you're getting a bonus,
Because
buddy.
it's not like I went straight at him. I kind of came in with him, like this, but the way he just kind of cut down with confidence, I was like, yeah,
You're not going anywhere.
So you had looked over and basically seen him shifting gears, and you knew right then you were putting
If you
him
see
off.
the GoPro clip, you can see like him look over, I think 3 times.
We
And
watched.
his last time, it's like the last look over, it's like, dude, that's where you should have hit the brakes. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
with
Like-
the momentum I had, I was
You
like,
knew he
dude,
wasn't stopping.
Right, like, what does he expect at that point? He sees you literally bombing the fucking rollers.
Yeah.
Like, so you knew at that point you were fucking cleaning them.
I was committed.
He committed when he clicked 4th gear. That was it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like on the ground, and I get
Did you
up.
see it from there or no?
Oh, like I jump up, get on the bike. Right when I crest that tabletop, I'm just like, what is
Sandwiched
going
himself.
on? And then I was just mind blown. I was like, no way. Like,
But the
he's still
crowd,
riding.
like, it was so loud. Like,
Oh yeah.
It was.
Oh, everyone went nuts, dude. That's what they want to see.
But then everybody after, they were wanting to pick fights.
Oh, there was.
I don't care. Honestly.
Yeah. Like
So-
I'm riding a pit bike. Fucking
That's what I
grow
want.
up.
That's what I wanted to get into too. Is like I kind of stood over there oh wait, no, I wasn't at that one, but I watched the video of everybody standing over there, and they were like getting in your face and shit. But because that's my thing is like, regardless, perfect pass. Like me, I'm just feisty. So like going into a fucking pit bike race, with all due respect, if somebody does that to me, regardless of it being fucking perfect, clean or not, I'm fucking fighting. Like I'm getting up.
Yeah.
and
Fighting.
Yeah, like we're fighting. But like, also the thing is like I'd have been right over there like in the person's face, like, yo, motherfucker, like, take your helmet off, like, let's do this. Him and his dad were over there just yelling at you guys, and you
the official,
wait,
like,
so
the people that were running it,
Right.
Dana, they're just yelling at him.
So was his dad like getting in
His
your guys'
dad
face
was
at all?
like a 50 dad, like just.
Oh, no, he
out
always
of
has
his
been.
mind. I was like, holy.
Yeah, he's
Kind of an
imagine your son is
embarrassment,
racing a pit bike and he was a professional supercross racer.
Oh, and they took it
and you're
so
still
serious.
acting like a 50 dad.
Yeah, they have like the whole setup there. Like,
Oh yeah, probably running the bike on the fucking dyno in the trailer.
yeah,
Literally.
like they after every race they would go put it on the stand and like start working on it. It's like, why do you need to work on a pit bike
a fucking pit
after?
bike.
like, dude, this is a pit bike race. Like,
I didn't even fill my bike up.
See, and that's what drives me nuts. Is it's like, yeah, there's money on the line, but like, do that on the track, but like, have fun. Like, it's the
Yeah.
fucking point.
right. Well, and,
Like,
like,
we almost missed that moto. Like we just were hanging out
Yeah,
with
you
Buttery,
lose track of time.
and then but no, he's the first one down there. He's ready to rip.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
head to
it's just-
toe gear, ready to go.
It's a difference of like who takes it fucking really serious and who's there to like actually have a good time. That's like what we were talking about last time. It's like, dude, like, you look like a kook, man. Like, with all due respect, Leib, you look like a fucking kook. Like,
Yeah, well, and like McNeil said, you know, he originally wasn't planning on wearing any, you know, boots or anything until he realized how gnarly the racing is.
Right.
But like, he's in there wanting to rub and stuff like that, but he knows his limits. He knows when to back the fuck
Right.
off, and he knows what world he's in. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, and
he
like-
even said that. He's like, he
I
ain't trying to get hurt.
guarantee if that was Leib in fucking, or if that was McNeil in Leib's position, he'd have checked up. He did not
yeah.
let you fucking just come in and T-bone.
Well, and the funny thing is, if you reverse those roles, he cleans you out.
it's a racing move.
It's a racing move. It's
yeah,
no big
I
deal.
definitely wouldn't have acted like they would.
No, and you're not gonna fucking send your dad over there like a little angry chihuahua to go bitch him out.
So, but that's what I was getting at is like, I mean, I watched the video and you just stood there. Like, you stood your own. You're just like,
Yeah.
dude,
I
like,
had my friend that like wrestled in high school. He was in between
He
me
was
and
ready.
Leib at all moments. I was
Tell me
like,
when to get him. Tell me when to get him.
I was like, I don't want to.
but I mean, you literally, you're like, dude, fuck you. Like, I smoked you. Like, fuck off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and they
well,
didn't
he's
do
just
anything.
he's like, I'm not on a stock bike, mod bike. I'm like, yeah, and you definitely are. Like, he's like, go ride it. I was like, I don't need to. I beat you. And
Right. Yeah. That was
I
the
don't need the power.
fired up.
That's the perfect answer. It's
Right.
like, dude, I don't need to. I beat you regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if I would have had his bike, it wouldn't have been like that close. Like
No.
Right.
it would have.
You might have looped out in fourth gear in those rollers on
Yeah.
that thing.
Fourth
So
gear would have been normal.
How'd your Instagram look the following day?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Because
I want to
dude,
say that weekend I think I gained like 1,100 followers.
no shit. Yeah, because I seen that
pretty
video
solid.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, all my buddies from
Yeah,
back home
oh, yeah.
that- I mean, they don't even know anything that's going on. We're sharing it.
Yeah, I still get people. Someone DM'd me like 30 minutes ago, like a screenshot and saying that pass was sick.
Damn right.
Yeah, that was a sick pass. And I mean, it was even crazier, like, because I was third or fourth coming off the track, and by the time I got up there, like,
Everyone was already there.
dude, I was like, where do I even start? I'm like, good luck, Kyson, because everyone's just, there's like,
But we have a huge squad
there's
there.
different
Oh, I know.
squads.
Like our
That's
squad
it.
was just so big. I wasn't worried about like a fight.
No.
I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna fight. Like
No. But my friend will.
yeah,
Right, like-
heck yeah, you would.
Like, I'm not fighting you, but my buddy who like enjoys it,
He wants to.
He wants to, right? And now you're fucked. Because I personally know that fighting a wrestler is not fun. I got the shit beat out of me in high school by a wrestler, by a dude that was like
yeah, I've
quite a bit
pushed his
smaller than
buttons
me.
a few times and I've
not
ended
fun.
up on the ground. I'm
Fucking
like,
throws you over his shoulder and you're like,
Yeah.
what just happened?
like he's got me locked up, and then all of a sudden he's like, you know, I could put you on the ground. I'm like, no, you can't. Boom, I'm on the ground. I'm like, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm fucking so much heavier than you. I got great
exactly.
balance. Oh, fuck.
And
You're like,
then,
I'm not feeling good today.
yeah, I'm just late.
Yeah. Dude, I just had a fucking Krispy Kreme donut. Fuck off.
How about I mean, those pit bike races, they draw in some pretty good looking women. How are the DMs on that end?
Oh,
You getting a lot of
I'm not gonna lie, nothing.
really?
Really?
Damn. I guess Buttery's copping them all, you know?
Yeah, he's like, come over to here, and then
Yeah.
we'll talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised fucking Mrs. Villapoto didn't slide into the DMs. Damn, Kyson, that was a nice pass on Michael.
Or fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, Villapoto, he
commented
there was
on
that
Leib's
comment.
post and said, "What a douche."
I
was like,
seen that.
Did he?
Yeah, I seen that.
I mean, come on, brother-in-law. I mean,
But-
he's had a few of those passes in
well,
his
I was
day.
gonna say, like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, you want me to
Come
clip
on,
this?
dude.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you must have forgot forgot the time that you whiskeyed yourself into Jason Lawrence's helmet.
That was sick.
With your front tire.
Yeah, and we all loved it.
Right.
Like, come on, dude. It wasn't even that. I mean, the pass was sick, but like, it wasn't that. Don't bitch about that. Come on.
And did he actually break his leg? Does anybody know that?
I think he posted the X-ray with that fucking 80-minute video.
Yeah, he deleted that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Probably because of all the fucking hate and shit.
Well, and his dad, you know how he acted in at the race?
Yeah.
He went and commented on that post, and he got annihilated.
Oh, I bet.
There's 300 comments underneath his, and they're just getting hundreds of likes. I was like, holy shit.
Love to see it.
And he did it on his business account.
Rocket
Exhaust.
Yeah, real professional, Don.
Yeah,
no marketing.
Attaboy. And then, his sales went down. Probably.
No marketing skills whatsoever.
One especially, I think they make pit bike pipes, don't they?
Oh,
or they're going to.
I should look for a sponsorship.
I think they do.
Hey, just
Put in a resume.
Hey, just shoot him a DM. Hey, looking for a pit bike pipe. Could you set me up?
Right. You know who I am, right?
I think I'm blocked now. But then all I said
that's cool. He'll see this. Feel free to tell him.
Yeah, all I said was thanks for the follow, and then I got an unfollow. Because he followed me, Kayden
followed
Palmer,
all
Compound.
Were you
Right
private
after
or no?
No.
Oh, after that race or before that?
Oh, right after. We all got slammed with a follow, and we're like, what?
I was like, hell yeah.
Maybe he's a fan.
He is. It's got to be.
That's odd. Well, I mean, I've always heard about him being like extremely tough on Mr. Michael.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he secretly was like, "Fuck yeah, that was sick."
No, I mean, I will give that to Michael. That's not his doing. His dad is a fucking handful.
Yeah, I've heard.
So,
I mean, I didn't know them at all. Like I knew Mike a little bit. But like, dude, that very first event, I remember rolling up to the trailer and I was like trying to find a pipe, and I tried talking to him and I'm like, yo man, like, got cash on me, I need a pipe. And I remember he just said something like super douchey, like basically like just gave me the, dude, I don't got time for you. And I'm a cocksucker with that shit. Like, dude, you do that to me one time, then I'm gonna call you out every single time your name gets brought up on it.
Right.
And I'm never gonna fuck with you again. And that was kind of the thing. And I remember going on Instagram and being like, dude, if you didn't like fucking cool guy everybody, maybe this type of shit wouldn't happen.
He would have had a bigger squad to back him up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make shit easy.
And that dude runs alone.
Right. And it doesn't make shit easy when, like, you go do shit like that and you act like that. And, right, you've got no squad. You've got no team.
No.
Like, you've got nobody on your side being like...
What does that tell you about them?
Exactly.
Well, and, like, I remember way back, I was... When I did that IB Corp thing, and him and Leib and I were battling for basically a spot on a team. And before that, like a few weeks before... Don Leib's like, oh yeah, that he's just not cut out for Supercross. He's an outdoor guy. And I was like, all right, like, I'll remember that motherfucker.
Right.
And then a few weeks later, I had a little bit of a tweaked knee, but we ended up doing the IB Corp competition, and him and I are just battling it out for the ride. Every moto, it's either me or him, and we're just back and forth. And it's like, oh, I'm not cut out for Supercross? Well, I'm battling with your son who's been doing it for fucking 8 years.
Right.
So I'm like 20 years old.
Yeah, his dad.
Really?
Is,
okay.
His dad's an interesting.
Yeah, not a fan of Don Leib, but I'm fine with Michael. But yeah, Don's not it.
And I mean, this is all just like pit bike drama. Like, we really have nothing against it. It was just funny. Like,
I just ran with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys weren't on like talking shit.
No, you might as well.
I didn't really respond to anything. I just let it.
That's the best way you can.
Well, and like that's like our whole point of this thing is like we're not just talking shit. It's all true facts. You know what I mean? And like no hard feelings. It is what it is. Look at professional racing. There's always beef somewhere, and that's what gets the most attention. So fucking run with it.
That's what they like.
That is what they like. You give the people what they want.
I remember when that happened. That like. The next day after that was just the fucking coolest day on social media. Like, everybody
My social media was great. I was refreshing more followers.
That night was like, we
didn't get the money, but I got the followers, so I was like,
yeah, were you pissed about that they didn't get the money?
They DQ'd you?
Kind of, because that's like take off work Friday,
right,
to go win more.
Right, that's what you went down there for.
Yeah, if there's money, might as well.
Yeah, might as well be worth it.
So what'd you lose out on? How much was that?
$1,500.
Damn.
Fuck, it's still a lot though.
Fuck,
solid.
Costs a lot to come down.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just going down there. And I mean, it was a clean pass, and it apparently just got DQ'd from that bird that immediately followed.
That's right. You flipped him the bird. That was the coolest part.
Yeah.
You should have got a bonus for that.
The funniest part too is the whole fan base there. Everyone's getting fucked up, and they love that shit.
Right.
Like that's what sells, and fucking that's probably what they'll use on their advertisement for the next race.
I know.
You know what I mean? If they got it on video,
Right, some
like,
fucking UFC marketing shit with Conor McGregor. Like,
Exactly.
we're going to use the shit that we don't want you to do.
Yeah.
But that's the best part, so we're going to use
it was like kind of like back in the day when Weston Pike got into it with Vince Freeze.
Right.
Yeah.
Weston, I think, got suspended for a whole race. Yet that was the promo
Right.
for that year and the next,
And the
you
commercials.
still see it.
Yeah.
The commercials. Like you're gonna use it, but you just suspended him. Are you fucking kidding me?
So what was the deal? Like, because you're sponsored by Havoc, right?
Yeah.
So like, how did that affect the relationship at all? Like, was that weird? Because
It was weird for a little bit, but like I just didn't. take
Was it
any
up to
bother.
that guy
What?
that DQ'd you?
There was like 3 of them that were like convinced.
But it's all like the Havoc guys that did it.
Dana's the
Yeah.
main guy.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. So that's one of your sponsors.
But you know what's funny is so the person they ended up paying was he would have been 4th after me, Kayden, Leib.
Yeah, because we all got.
all
would've been-
3 of you got DQ'd.
So Kayden went
Basically.
down, and then Leib went down, and I won it. So they DQ'd me and gave it to Leib. That guy, he was on a Suzuki or something.
Okay.
So he ended up taking 2nd. And they gave him the money. And then the next weekend, the one weekend we didn't go, he won it. And then he got protests, and he was on a mod bike.
No shit.
Yeah.
Got torn down. It's like, oh my god. Like no win situation in that. Like
I mean, it's like the flip op was like cool. I mean, they say it's like they're kind of basing it off AMA, and it's like this is
It
a
ain't.
backyard.
This is-
and then
pit
I
bike
had
race.
This ain't
I had
AMA.
Yeah.
three people that work with like AMA, and they're like, they broke down the rules in the comments.
Right.
If I were to judge this, I wouldn't even look at the takeout. I would look at the spot where like he went off the track, where he could have entered, and like clicking gears.
Right.
No, you're not allowed to gain position off the track. You're not allowed to be on the gas.
Right. So if you're, that's a little contradicting. You can't base it off AMA rules when
And
you're
It ain't a fucking AMA event.
And when they were making the decision, they just had people screaming at him. So like,
It was like
I
you
got
have
that
all
too.
these groups wanting. No, he doesn't.
Like I was
need
talking
it.
to him, and there's like 20 people just hovering, just like ready to see what they said. It's
And
like,
it was just a hard decision overall for him, and I mean, but they said it was clean pass. It's just that the flip off's why he didn't get the money. Ideally,
I remember going on Instagram after, and I don't know whose it was because it was a while ago, but I remember listening to somebody post a voicemail, and it was a little kid like
Crying.
calling Leib or something, and he's like, "You owe Palmer's money, like you better pay up," or something like that. Like the kid
No
sounded
way.
like he was like 12.
That's fun.
I never seen that.
Yeah,
see
I
that
think
either.
Leib might have posted it on his story and was just like, yeah, you kids need to chill out or something. But dude, the kid literally sounded 12 and was like, "You guys owe the Palmer's money." Like, it was
Damn,
so
that's
funny.
rough.
and there was like a little
You got fans,
hashtag
though.
going around, pay the Palmers. And, like
Yeah.
it was funny. Like the support was cool.
Yeah, you got to run it while it's there.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's sick.
So is the pit bike series on the schedule for next year then? Do you guys plan on doing
they
it if
said
they do
it
it again?
A little harder than they thought. I was like, running a race in Cali is kind of hard.
Fuck yeah.
Because you get there's some weirdos down here.
Oh,
Make it
yeah.
just way too hard.
Yeah.
Like, they don't listen. It's like, geez. Like, our race went so clean. And because everybody cooperated. It was good.
Everybody was kind of there for like the same reason.
Yeah, just
Like
for
literally just to
fun.
have a good time
Yeah.
and like vibe out.
Like,
Yeah, but then it got bad. Not at your guys'. Once it got back to here, it was just like, all right, fucking
Free for all.
bloodbath,
Yeah.
free for all, no rules, let's go.
Even Leverton's, like, it was just crazy. Like, just the different crowds, like, where, like, Utah, Southern Utah, like, it's kind of more families coming out to watch, like, for fun. And, like, down here, it's just
Wild.
It's great. Like, just crazy. A whole different vibe, but it's cool.
It's like everybody came from Old Town.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and
On a
where
Saturday
did everyone
night.
go after the pit bike races? Old Town.
Right. It's like the Circle Bar kind of. Like people
It's the
start
California
there-
Circle Bar.
Right. People
Yeah.
start there, go do what they're doing, and then somehow end up back there.
Yeah. Pub and grub ain't too bad.
Yeah. How old are you guys?
I'm 19.
19.
I just turned 21 October.
Damn.
End of October, so.
COVID birthday.
Okay.
Man.
Yep.
Damn.
So what? Do you guys party at all or no?
Like, we go to parties, but like, I don't drink.
You don't drink?
Mm-mm.
Is that like an age thing or is that by choice?
Just by choice. I mean, I don't care to.
Yeah.
How about you, Kayden?
We have a good time every once in a while. Like,
Depends on who you're with. If
Yeah.
you're with Buttery, then it's
yeah,
a
that's
couple
mandatory.
shotgun beers, yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm the driver with when Connor's in town. When
Really?
I'm in town with
Oh,
Connor.
I'm sure.
Like when he
Yeah.
came to our house, I was like, I'm driving.
He's like, all right, I'm smoked, so you can drive.
Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely it's weird finding out like who parties and who doesn't here, because it like ever since I've been here, it's basically like pretty rare if you don't party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I smoke a ton of weed, but I don't really drink. And people like just look at me weird, like, do you got DWI? Or like, did you have a problem?
Especially
I'm
in
like,
California.
Yeah, I'm like, no, like I just smoke weed. Like I don't really like getting drunk.
That's a little different out in Utah.
Yeah. So besides Leibs, I mean, I'm just kind of running the normal questions here. Do you guys beef with anybody else besides Leibs?
I mean, during racing, you know, like little beef, but like
Yeah, just like
after
race aggression.
racing,
Yeah.
we didn't really, like friends we like. Well, like people like we didn't really talk to, like we started talking to, but like no.
yeah, it was crazy. Like coming from doing Loretta's Monster Cup, all that stuff.
You're
like,
always mad at people.
Yeah, you're-
you race with, you know.
For sure. You're like, fuck
No.
that guy.
yeah, you're wanting to win, and then
Oh yeah,
like
that's
when we like toned it off, like it was weird. Like buddies with everyone we race, like it was just cool. Like we really honestly don't beef with anyone, and that's what's like cool. It's just everyone does their own thing, like just having fun riding dirt bikes. Ideally, the goal, and that's what everyone's doing. So
Right.
that's what's fun.
How'd the relationship with you and Buttery start? Because you guys are pretty good.
Instagram just followed, and then Octane.
True.
Octane came down here, was videoing with him, and then we came down and we just rode with him and had to bring some tire irons for medium.
Oh yeah.
Buttery's cool because, like, you know, Buttery's cool to everybody
Always
for the
a good
most
time.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't cool guy anybody. Like he
Yeah.
takes time out of his day to talk.
Literally,
Yeah.
he'll talk to anybody at the track.
Like he was having a full conversation with this one guy today for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Like that.
he's one of the
Yeah.
coolest dudes about that.
that's why he has a big fan base.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's super cool when like he finds like guys like you or
Like he's posted both those videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he posted them, and then all of a sudden you see the Instagram post.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's like,
dude. I'll put
That's sick, though.
I'll put Buttery's name in a fucking like caption on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
10,000 more views than him.
Right.
Every time. It's so fucking stupid.
Thanks,
Maybe
buddy.
that's the key. We'll just start putting his name in shit that he ain't even.
Yeah, I wanted to take a picture of him today and get a thumbnail. You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That,
Thanks.
fuck, I should have came to Paula just for that reason.
And he's been running that bitchin' porn stash, dude.
I know.
Thing's tough.
But I see on his last Instagram post with the chicks, some dudes are calling him out on the chicks looking a little young.
Yeah.
Ronnie Renner posted a comment, like full out calling him out, like, dude, 17 will get you 20.
I mean, they ain't wrong, but
I think
mean,
those guys.
Are they 17?
No, I think they're legal.
I mean,
I think they might just.
Here's the thing: if they do the remodeling shoot on their 18th birthday, I mean, fucking the law's 18, so
Yeah.
have at it, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
hey, who doesn't like fresh meat?
Well, I think it's a deal that like the older dudes, you know, if
Right.
you're like 35 and you see, you know, 3 or 4 18-year-old girls,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh, dude, she looks really young.
Well, what's
You know what
Connor?
I mean?
26?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, fuck, come on.
yeah.
He's just trying to sell merch too.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
yeah,
great
exactly.
marketing.
Hey, and that's the thing. Yeah, it's good marketing because who's
Right.
buying most of his shit? People,
Yeah.
16 to 24.
Right.
So,
Literally.
come on.
Dude, Hesh boy, you need to start jumping on
Yeah.
Buttery's chicks, dude. What are you doing?
Honestly, dude, what you're slacking.
Anytime that he posts a picture with his little Instagram models, you need to be jumping on those tags and following them. That's part of your job now.
You need to get some of those chicks and some Hesh Boy merch. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I don't have any. I gotta get some.
Make it.
There we go.
Dude, you're slacking, dude. We gotta
Yeah.
teach you the ways.
Honestly, he just needs to be willing to learn.
Yeah. So what?
You're a smart ass.
What are the plans for here on out? Like, what do you guys have any like big plans coming up, or like big ideas, or?
Try to run YouTube and do videos for fun, but
So
It's
what
weird
do you guys do on YouTube?
just
We just
video
kinda-
Just like
dumb
day in the
shit
life
we
type
do.
shit.
Yeah.
Just vlog shit.
Kind of just
But
have
like we used to we do the same stuff, but we just used to never video it.
Right.
But like it's not like we're changing up just
Right.
video, but now we're just grabbing the camera and
Just shit that you've been
recording it,
doing all the time anyway.
yeah.
well, and
it's
that's
kinda
yeah. Or go ahead.
cool just to have like YouTube. Honestly, is a cool platform just for us to like make these videos, and then I mean one day look back on them. It's super cool, kind of more like a memories and all the stuff we kind of do.
Yep, I say that all the time. Like whether or not any of this shit works out and
Yeah,
pops off,
exactly.
like even if it doesn't, dude, when we're 40 or 50, like
Yeah.
we can literally go back and watch fucking as many of those videos as possible, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be the coolest thing ever.
Exactly, that's what I think is the coolest part of it.
So what you guys, I swear I've seen videos of you like jumping cars and shit at your house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we might have to make a trip to Utah.
Wait,
Y'all
wasn't
should.
it for that pit bike race when you guys took a detour?
Oh,
with, like,
that's after.
Temecula and
That's
shit?
the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And fucking was it Shane that wrecked
Yeah,
the
so
shit out of the car?
lauded it.
So we have
I
like
did
a
see
little plug through
Fucking had to pick it up with
Yeah.
a forklift.
Yeah, we have a little plug through the car demolished
yard.
place, the salvage yard.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
And so they get running cars sometimes, and I was like, dude, do you have one? He's like, I think this one works. Like, we just got to jump it, you know? So I got in it and went to the house, and then I think it was me, Kale, Antonio, and someone else. And so we went and drifted at the nearest, like, kind of vacant
It's like a new
neighborhood.
The
subdivision.
construction site
I
or
was gonna
something.
say it didn't
Yeah.
look like it was on
It looked like a
boonies.
construction
No, it
site or
was
something.
a brand new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we went and skidded up that whole neighborhood, and then the one video you can see, I jump out. I'm like, Shane, hop in.
Yeah.
No helmet. He's the only one that didn't have a helmet because, like, you never know what's gonna happen. Obviously.
He don't give a
Right.
fuck.
So,
Especially with Shane.
Shane don't give a fuck.
He was in it for maybe, I want to say like 40 seconds.
Not even.
He, like, there's like a circle in the neighborhood where, like, I was like, so he went break that one, like. Brake slid into the first one, almost hits that curb, but not hard. And then, dude comes in with some heat. I was like, oh god, this is gonna be bad.
This ain't gonna work.
He locks up the brakes and just slid forever and just. I think it was better he hit it with speed though.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because like it snapped the axle and didn't come up.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
would've caught
It just
and
went
flipped.
straight over the curb.
He went over top of it perfect.
Yeah.
I definitely thought he was gonna flip.
Oh, dude, when I in person, I was just like,
This is not good.
bad.
It literally snapped the rotor, like the whole wheel, like it just looked like a crime scene.
You
There's
couldn't
just a
even see the wheel. It's
car,
just right in the middle.
and then the windshield's broken, and it was just like the craziest thing is we didn't get in trouble from it because I mean the
Oh yeah, we
subdivision's
heard and got a
brand
tractor
new.
from the house and just took it straight back to the
Yeah. Who?
then
What,
the-
was that your guys' forklift?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad does landscaping.
Oh, 'cause
we're
he had
like,
that
dude, we
shit
gotta
on
get
hand.
this thing out of here because
Yeah.
it's in the middle of like a neighborhood and stuff.
Right.
So we got that out of there, but yeah, we do a lot of dumb stuff at the house.
Gotta
That shit
love
was
it.
sick. And Shane is a fucking great one to hang out with for doing shit like that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
dude, that kid has.
Oh yeah, I'd try anything.
He is like so wide open, but he's so chill
Yeah.
and like so like
Yeah.
low key. I don't understand him. But he'll do anything. Like I just watched that video of him on the pit bike, like skimming across the water and
Yeah.
going over the bars.
And just casually runs out of it.
Dude,
Oh yeah, eat shit
Unreal.
a lot and just fuck bounce right back.
What
up.
about the Havoc race where he backflipped?
Oh.
Dude, he literally, I think he took third just backflipping.
I know, and that was on your bike, huh?
Yeah, and then
Yeah, and he can hop on any bike.
any
Yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
And just flip it. It's like,
I was thinking of when he got fucking. The dude came over
Yeah,
the back of the
that's what I-
berm
that's
and
what I-
just
that's what I-
smacked him.
yeah, he's like, the one time I actually tried racing,
Yeah.
that's my, I was like,
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was standing right there for that. So was Heshboy. Dude, that was like one of the freakiest things I've seen happen.
That was-
that is
Oh,
the
yeah.
most like inconvenient.
And of course that happens to Shane.
Yeah.
Like nobody else.
And then I was surprised, like he comes up, he sees the thing, and
He
I'm
sees
like,
he's like telling everybody, "Oh, I'm not gonna do step up."
Yeah.
And then someone just like, "Dude, you gotta do it." And Cade's like, "Ride my bike." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's all.
So
that's
then
all
he
it took.
puts his
yeah,
shoe back on, and it was game on. Like he
Yeah, and that,
he was
that,
like crowd
that foot
pleaser.
was like fucking
Yeah.
massive at the time.
His?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was fucked up.
Oh,
Oh yeah. From that dude hitting him.
If you
Yeah.
go look at their YouTube video, that's the thumbnail. It's just his fat foot.
Yeah. So we only got a couple minutes left here, but I swear I'm just pulling up shit that I have in my brain that I've seen you guys do. Did I see videos of you backflipping pit bikes?
Yeah, actually.
Did both of you guys?
Oh no, not me.
No,
Like, I'm fucking out.
I ain't going upside down yet.
Yeah. So what was the deal with that? Because that was at McNeil's house or something.
Yeah, so Jared, he's super cool, like the nicest dude. You guys had him on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Super rad.
And he was like, we were able to kind of went up, check his place out, and like I've always wanted to do the flip, and I've known I can. But like, there's just something about having a foam pit. You're like, it just makes it that much easier.
Oh yeah, you're
can
fine.
Get it, and then make sure you're good. And then like, I was like, I'll probably never do it to her. I was like, I'll wait till I get home. And then just went up, eyed up his ramp, did it to dirt first go, and then
Waited
went home.
another month or so to do it again.
Yeah, and then I had to go back to Jared's to
Learn to do it again. Relearn it.
Yeah, but then I got home and did it, and everything was smooth, and luckily I haven't had any wrecks yet.
Do you have them on lock?
I'm only done, I'd say maybe 16, and all those are good.
That's a pretty precise number.
those are all-
That's a decent amount though.
And luckily no wrecks, but
See, Shane though, he didn't. His first time was not too. It was just straight to dirt.
yeah, I could see that.
Oh yeah, he's just like, fuck, I could do it.
Yeah.
It's like a little heavy BMX bike.
I wasn't like that. I was like, I want to be.
Yeah.
I like
That's
hitting stuff.
Pretty
knowing-
sick though. Like McNeil and us were talking about it last episode. Like to fucking backflip a bike with a
Yeah.
motor in it, like regardless of
The
what
weight,
size it is,
yeah.
dude. Like I just think about that, and I would go up the face, and I would be telling myself like, okay, lean back, like dip my head and hold it wide open. But I know I would get to like this point,
And-
everything would shut off.
Oh, yeah. That's how it is. Like you literally, still to this day when I do it, and I haven't even done it in a month. Like I probably don't even know if I still can do it, but I was just glad to do it. But I mean, every time once you pull, like just goes black, and you just hear the limiter and just pray that you're coming around, and then you just end up on the landing.
That's really
You
freaky.
just don't see shit. You're
No,
just, it's like
literally
blind.
the scariest
You
thing.
could close your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Like none of that sounds really appealing. That doesn't make me want to go try it.
One on a pit bike, and those jumps, they're not big.
No.
So
Oh,
it's like,
dude.
it might make it easier in the sense of like just fucking lean back and go, but at the same time it's like you're so low to the ground that like
Yeah, Leverton.
you don't got much time.
Leverton's race, Shane teed up a berm.
I know.
That's Pastrana
And he's like,
shit.
"Oh, I can do it." I was like, "Dude, this lip is like nothing." And then I didn't get to finish talking, and he just starts moving, and then all of a sudden just move, and then just backflips. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
Yeah, he's gnarly.
Well, we're getting close to wrapping this up. Dude, I was telling you on Instagram messages, you guys should be fucking doing the same thing. Like
Podcast.
I feel like you guys should probably have a podcast. Like if you two did it, I feel like it'd be sick.
No, for sure. And I mean, everyone thinks about it. Like, it's just doing it and is another thing. But I mean, we've always thought about it kind of with what we're doing with YouTube. Might be cool to once a week maybe throw up like do a little podcast, kind of chat about things and
Right.
kind of what we're up to.
I mean, like it's, you know, you film like during the week and shit, and you know it all looks super fun and looks like hyped, and then you get on one of these and it's like, whoa, this is like kind of calmed down and weird. But
Right.
dude, after you do these a few times, like you guys would end up fucking sitting here and like just fucking around the whole time and making.
Oh
it
yeah,
fun.
no, it's and time goes quick. I mean, we've already been
I know.
almost an
I was
hour.
just looking. I was like,
yeah,
how did
and it's like I never thought I would ever be into it that much at all. And then I did one with him, and I'm like, dude, this was fun. Like, you just bullshit on camera and it makes time go quick.
Right.
Like, and it's fun. And social media and YouTube and stuff. That's the way of the future right now. Or it's the way of the world.
That's what people want to see.
So
It's just people
it is.
talking.
It is.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Information and
I mean, this is what we do at home. We watch the Joe Rogan podcast. We watch all these, Logan Paul's, like all this shit. What else are we gonna do?
Right.
TV is kind of boring now.
That's where it's at.
Well, and it's like now everybody does the whole like, you know, just throws TV on in their living room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just doesn't really
lets it
tune
play.
in.
You can only watch the same old shit so many times.
Yeah. But all right, boys, we got fucking 20 seconds left, so we're gonna wrap this shit up. Palmer boys, thanks a ton for coming on.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
fucking
for sure.
plug yourself. Give the people what they need to be following.
To buy that merch.
Palmer Compound.
Yeah, palmercompound.com. Thanks to the boys for having us on here. It's super sick.
All right, be on the lookout, boys. The
Good
Insiders Podcast, episode 3. Peace.
See ya.
Later.
Look at that.
Dude, that cruise by when I
I know.
54 minutes, I was like,